What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So if you saw my video last night, I broke that the Cowboys were going to sign Zimmer as the new defensive coordinator. The rumors are going out. There was no real concrete last night, but I was like, I'm going to go ahead and say they're going to do it, and they are doing it. Mike Zimmer was with us before. I think this is a very good hire. Now, in contrast, I don't hate Zimmer or nothing. I would have liked to have seen them give Adden Dirty a shot and see what he's got. A younger guy, give him a shot. He's pretty aggressive. He seems like a Zimmer type. Not like a hard ass, but enough that, I don't know how Dan Quinn was. I don't know. I didn't watch enough of Hard Knocks. I saw some of Adden Dirty, the defensive line coach, but it doesn't matter. He will not be returning as D-line coach, it looks like. Looks like the Seahawks are going to snap him up. This is field goals. Whatever site that is. I'll give them credit. Report Seahawks hiring Cowboys assistant Adden Dirty as defensive coordinator 5 hours ago. Now, one thing about Zimmer, his defenses have been known to be well equipped to handle Shanahan's. Mike, Kyle, Broncos, now 49ers. He's been able to handle them very well and defeat them for the most part. So, there's that. Is he better than Dan Quinn? I think so. I think that Dan Quinn is a great coordinator. I don't think he's a great head coach. I keep going back to that Atlanta. Great head coaches don't get pummeled in the Super Bowl after having a 28-point lead. You didn't see that with Belichick. You didn't see that with Tom Coughlin. You didn't see that with Mike Shanahan. You don't see it with Andy Reid and the Chiefs. You don't, you just don't see it. You didn't see it with Bill Cowher. You didn't see it with Mike Tomlin. You didn't see it with John Harbaugh. Kind of saw it with Jim a little bit because, yeah. But that was also an emotionally charged Ravens team. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, their last run, last hoorah, if you will. You just don't see them holding that kind of a lead and it falling apart. And you didn't see that with Jimmy Johnson. You didn't see it with Bill Walsh and the 49ers. You didn't see it with Chuck Noll. You didn't see it with Tom Landry. You didn't see that with Joe Gibbs and the Redskins team. You didn't see that with John Madden and the Raiders back in the day. You didn't see it with Bill Parcells. You didn't see it with Pete Carroll. Now, I know, not handing the ball off to Marshawn Lynch, I still don't get it because I figure they probably would have won that Super Bowl. But it didn't happen. You didn't see it with Sean Payton and the Saints teams. They got screwed by the refs in the championship game a couple times, but you didn't see that just an epic collapse where just the offense and defense both just went completely flat and couldn't get any traction. Didn't see it with Tony Dungy and the Colts. I think Zimmer's a great hire. I know he's a bit older. He has a proven track record. His defenses have always been not above reproach, but it's been very rare that his defenses have been bad. And the times it has, it's been just completely obliterated by injuries, mismanagement, from a management perspective as far as drafting players, picking players, and players just not panning out, which can happen to anybody. But he also didn't have Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Tony Gonzalez. He didn't have all that talent that they had on offense. And he had some talent on defense. Don't get me wrong. As far as a grade for the Cowboys hiring of Mike Zimmer, I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A. I think he's always been a great. I think it's like a Wade Phillips. I'm not gonna put him in that category because Wade is not gonna get a second shot. More than likely, he's done in the NFL. Wade was a great defensive coordinator for the 3-4 defense. Absolute, just you did not want to play his defense. And then if you gave him star players, look out. I.e. DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller, those type of guys. Mike Zimmer is a great defensive coordinator. He might get a second shot as a head coach. I hope he does. Maybe it's with Dallas. It's certainly very plausible considering this is the end for Mike McCarthy. He's not making it past this year. They're not winning a Super Bowl. It's going to take some time for Zimmer to settle back in. So I don't know. Is this going to completely blow up and they get rid of everybody next year? Or is Zimmer the next head coach in waiting? I don't know. Is it Brian Schottenheimer, the so-called offensive coordinator? Even though McCarthy says he's running it, you don't know who to believe. Because the only one has his pulse on this team is Jerry Jones. He's running this show. So they can say what they want. McCarthy's the one calling, but it could be Brian Schottenheimer for all we know. Do they go after Ben Johnson or the Texans coordinator next year? Does Vrabel take a year off? He hasn't been picked up yet or hired by anybody that I know of. He hasn't been hired from anybody that I know of. Yeah, Cowboys running back, Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith, one of the greats, one of the triplets, unleashes his frustrations with Cowboys' toughness, chemistry, and more. I mean, they're not tough. I don't know what it is. Well, DeMarcus Lawrence said they were tired. And what's Jimmy Johnson's famous speech in Miami, University of Miami? Cowards. Fatigue creates cowards of us all. DeMarcus Lawrence said it, not me. One of our star defensive ends who's probably closer to retirement than he is playing another 10 years. You know, we've wasted that talent. Wasted DeMarcus Ware, Tony Romo, Jason Witten, Des Bryant, Cole Beasley, Blake Jarwin always hurt. Jake Ferguson, that could be a waste. Peyton Hendershot, Luke Schoonmaker, Tyron Smith, Ronald Leary, Zach Martin, Doug Free, Tyrone Crawford, Sean Lee, Leighton Vander Esch, Byron Jones, Jadobe Awuzie, Jeff Heath, all the players that have come and gone, and Dan Bailey, Travis Frederick, Lyle Collins, Flozo Adams, Andre Gerard, Zeke Elliott, possibly Tony Pollard, Felix Jones, Tashard Choice, Marion Barber, Jason Hatcher, Jay Ratliff, Igor Oshansky, all the talent we've had come, Sean Lesimore, all the talent we've had come through this team, and we have a good little bit of run, and then it's rebuild time. And unless Jerry Jones surrenders this team to Will McClay or somebody else as general manager, I don't see anything changing. Mike Zimmer's a good hard defense coordinator. I give it an A. Let me know in the comments down below what you give it, A, B, C, D, E, or F. Mike Vrabel wasn't in the cards. Adding Dirty, again, I would have loved to have seen him given a shot, but to be honest, would that have been a waste of adding Dirty's time? He had to have something other teams saw or thought they saw when he had 5 other interviews as D coordinator. You've got to have something there. I liked him. Really, for me, it was him or Al Harris. And then Zimmer. Definitely not Rex Ryan. I love Rex Ryan. He's a great personality. He's a guy. This guy's a guy. He's nothing against him. But he's been out too long. It's going to take some time for him to get reacclimated. Nothing against Ron Rivera. Served our country. I appreciate him. He used to be a very good defensive coordinator. I don't know what's happened over the years. But he's not the same coach. Wink Martindale. Never been really impressed. But, I mean, you know. I don't know. Where's our D'Amico Ryans? Where's our guy? Why not hire Sean Lee? Somebody. At some point, we got to quit trying to beat a brick wall with a plastic baseball bat. I have a feeling it's going to be a rough year. I think the defense will be better. I think the offense will be worse. A lot of things depending on that. I don't know. I don't believe in McCarthy. I like Dak. I believe in Dak and this team, but McCarthy does not have a toughness. I like McCarthy. I think he's a good head coach. But let's be honest, if he didn't have Aaron Rodgers, he wouldn't have had a Super Bowl ring. And he wouldn't have gotten to all those championship games. And he still only won a single Super Bowl with arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks. I mean, he was the Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes. And Ted Thompson and Mike McCarthy just screwed the pooch. More so Ted Thompson, general manager. Had some good picks and all, but never that one or two guys that he could have gotten free agency that would have put them over the top that year. So I don't know. Packers are a different animal. They don't have a single owner, so what are you going to do? But we'll see. Still going to root for the team. Still going to cheer and being under despair when they do and inevitably screw me. Because that's just how it is as a Cowboys fan. You don't get as down as you used to get when you were younger. Because you know inevitably that pit of despair is coming. So you're just like, you know what? What else is new? Hopefully one day we can get out of that funk. But I don't know. With Jerry Jones, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit notifications. Plenty more. Another mock draft coming with trades. And it's on a simulator. We're going to do different sites and compare their mock drafts as well. Let me know what you guys think of their drafts. I'm going to do another mock draft at some point. And then we'll do some after the combine and everything else coming up here soon. Free agency updates. Safeties. Kickers, punters if you want. So, yeah, once we hit 100 subscribers too, we're doing a free giveaway. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, hit notifications. Love y'all. Peace out.